How did your motor sergeant's shortcuts come back to haunt the entire company? Our motor sergeant was Staff Sergeant Wade Brennan. Guy had been in the Army 12 years and ran the motor pool like his personal kingdom. Nobody questioned him because vehicles always looked good during inspections. Wade had this philosophy: if it looks good from 10 feet away, it's good enough. Spent more time polishing chrome than checking engines, more time organizing tools than actually using them. I was a junior mechanic, fresh out of training, noticed weird things right away. Oil change logs showed services every 3,000 miles like clockwork, but I'd check the oil and it'd be black as tar. Clearly hadn't been changed in months. Brought it up to Wade once. "Sergeant, these records don't match the actual maintenance." He gave me this look. "Listen, Everett, we got 40 vehicles and 3 mechanics. You want to do everything by the book, be my guest, you'll never sleep again." He had a point. The workload was crushing, so I kept my mouth shut and followed his lead. Wade's favorite trick was the visual inspection shortcut. Regulation said we needed to check brake pads, measure tread depth, inspect belts and hoses. Wade would just look at the vehicle, declare it good, and sign the paperwork. "These trucks are built tough," he'd say. "They don't break just sitting in the motor pool." Transmission fluid? Wade had us top it off without checking if it was the right type. Air filters? Only changed them when they were completely black. Battery terminals? Wiped them down instead of properly cleaning and protecting them. The other mechanics, Russell and Donovan, went along with it. They'd been there longer than me. Figured Wade knew what he was doing. Our company commander, Captain Sutton, loved Wade. Motor pool always looked spotless during inspections. Vehicles gleamed. Paperwork was perfect. Wade got praised at every formation. Then came the announcement. Our company was deploying to a joint training exercise in Nevada. 3 weeks in the desert, live fire drills, long convoy movements, biggest training event of the year. Wade seemed nervous but confident. "Everything will be fine. These vehicles are ready." Day 1 of the exercise, we loaded up 40 trucks with equipment and personnel, rolled out at dawn, made it maybe 30 miles before the first breakdown. Humvee in the middle of the convoy just died. Engine seized completely. No oil. The dipstick came out bone dry. Wade checked his records, showed oil change 2 weeks ago, but when we drained what was left, barely a quart came out. Someone had signed off on an oil change that never happened. We got the vehicle towed, kept moving. 10 miles later, another breakdown. Transmission failed. Turned out someone had topped it off with the wrong fluid. Gears were grinding metal on metal. By noon, we'd lost 7 vehicles. Company commander was furious. Called Wade over the radio. "Brennan, what the hell is happening to my motor pool?" "Just bad luck, sir. These things happen during field exercises." Mile 40, the real disaster hit. Lead truck's brakes failed going downhill. Driver managed to avoid hitting anyone, but the vehicle rolled into a ditch. Could have killed people. Brake inspection showed the pads were worn to nothing. Should have been replaced months ago, but Wade's records showed they were checked and good. Captain Sutton ordered every vehicle stopped. Called for a full investigation. Brought in mechanics from another unit to inspect our trucks. The report came back devastating. 32 of our 40 vehicles had critical safety issues. Wrong fluids, worn parts, missing maintenance, falsified records. Years of Wade's shortcuts all documented in one report. Wade tried to blame us junior mechanics. They were supposed to do the actual work while I managed paperwork. Russell spoke up for the first time. "Sergeant, you told us to sign things off without checking. Said we didn't have time for proper inspections." Donovan backed him up. I pulled out my phone, showed text messages from Wade telling us to fake inspection results. The investigation took 2 weeks. Found out Wade had been running this scam for 4 years. Saved time by cutting corners, looked good during inspections, got promoted faster than his peers. He got court-martialed, reduction in rank to private, forfeiture of pay, 60 days in military prison, dishonorable discharge. Our entire company spent 3 months rebuilding the motor pool correctly. Every vehicle stripped down and properly serviced. New maintenance procedures, random spot checks, external audits. Captain Sutton personally apologized to the company. I should have been paying closer attention. Looking good isn't the same as being good. The craziest part? During Wade's court-martial, they discovered his shortcuts had caused 2 previous accidents he'd covered up. Minor fender benders blamed on driver error, both actually caused by brake failures he'd signed off as repaired. One of those drivers had gotten an Article 15 for the accident. His record was cleared, Wade's punishment increased. Last I heard, Wade's working at a tire shop in Ohio. His manager doesn't let him near the service records anymore.